most anticipated releases of 2023, because 2023 is going to be nuts. It's going to be absolutely nutty. It's going to be the prog metal year. I seriously believe that this is going to be the year where prog metal makes a comeback. That being said, here are my top 10 most anticipated releases of 2023. Okay, number 10 goes to a progressive rock band, progressive metal band. It's been a minute since they've released something, so where the hell is this new album? I'm talking about the Contortionist. Look, it's been so long since the Contortionist has released something. I think they're due for a record, and I really, really hope that they're going to be dropping an album this year. Next up is my favorite band of all time, Sleep Token. Oh my God, you guys don't even know me. My favorite band is THRICE. That being said, these guys I kind of age alongside them when I don't want like metal music. Dustin, the lead vocalist, amazing vocals that just hit me emotionally. They still got good riffs. Their music just still hits me on an emotional level, and that's why I'm still looking forward to new THRICE in 2023. To give you some context why I love this band so much, this is what they used to sound like. Okay, next band on this list, I believe, is going to be making big waves in the prog metalcore scene if they continue with this quality. These guys continue to be in my top 10 best list of like just songs in 2022, 2021, and I'm talking about Above Below. Yeah, wow. So these guys, they're phenomenal. I think they just nailed down the experimentation that is needed in progressive music. Like a lot of bands are progressive metalcore, right? These guys hone in on their creativity by adding a lot of synth, a lot of ambience, a lot of a cappella kind of vocal ideas. They're just different. They think outside the box. So I'm really waiting for a new record from them. Next up, we got the band who won the METALBIRB Awards for the Song of the Year. I'm talking about Make Them Suffer. This song do be a banger. Okay, yeah, Make Them Suffer, they're at my number 7, and mainly because this song shows so much potential with Alex being like their new vocalist. The vocal dynamic between Sean and Alex just sounds so fucking good on this track that I cannot wait for new music. These guys just constantly put out quality metalcore. Number 6 is one of my favorite deathcore bands that have gone metalcore. I recently had the vocalist on my podcast, and now I love the band even more because the lead vocalist is so cool. He's such a homie, man. I love the guy and I love his music, and I'm talking about Veil of Maya. Okay. So Lucas told me that this is probably going to be their heaviest record with him being a vocalist. But I think the new album is going to have a good mix of extremely heavy heavies or extremely poppy. You know, the last song, Outrun, showed that they can do almost like weekend sounding kind of pop. Anyway, Veil of Maya, it's a no-brainer. I think this is going to be on a lot of people's top 10 albums for like metalcore music because they've been cooking up this album for a long time. Everyone's just waiting for it. So I think 2023 is going to be that year. So I'm hyped for it. Next up, we got a band that recently just put out 2 singles and both of them were bangers. This is one of those bands where I believe prog metal is making a comeback with these kind of like songs that are just pure quality. I'm talking about Periphery. Dude, the thing about Periphery, right? I think they just continue to get better. You know what? They have like the odd old song that I really like, The Walk. Stranger Things will always be a goated song for me, but I feel like Periphery just continues to like just sound better, whether it's mixing, whether it's Spencer's vocals. They just continue to evolve, and I love the jazz section in this. Periphery 5 could be possibly their best album if they continue with the same quality as these two songs, right? Number 4 on my list is a band that I just adore. I think they're one of the best metalcore bands in the scene at the moment. Their newest song shows that these guys are getting more creative and more heavy, and they're really just getting more avant-garde with their music. And then I saw them live and they performed another new song live, and I was just mind blown to the structure, the sound, and the heaviness of it. These guys are really getting weird for what it seems like with this new record. I'm talking about Silent Planet. Good time to follow. Like, I saw these guys live and their new song is just as weird as Signal. Number 3 goes to the band that still has my favorite song I've ever heard on the channel. This song still has been topped. To me, when I review music, I'm like, can it beat this track? Can it get a higher rating than this track? I'm talking about Aviations. Yeah, this song is an easy 10 for me. I really hope that this album that they're supposed to drop, it was supposed to come out last year, but they keep working on it. That's not a bad thing. You know, Sam, the guitarist and main songwriter, said that they're trying to write the new album based off this song, because after seeing the reception that this track got from like reaction channels and just the community, the new album is based off like the same feelings that this song evokes, right? So that has me even more excited for the new album. But my number 2 most anticipated record of 2023 is the only record that I've given a 10 out of 10 to on my channel. I'm talking about Loathe. So what's to say about Loathe that hasn't been already said, man? Like, I feel like everyone knows what these guys are doing to the scene. When I Let It In and Took Everything dropped, it really kind of changed the scene, where so many bands now are introducing shoegaze to their music. You know, shoegaze is not the most innovative thing, but it's how, you know, they implement it into their music. Sure, it's borrowed from Deftones, but they still have like stuff that sounds like Meshuggah or even emo kind of stuff, like Balance and Composure. It's a weird hybrid of just like culmination of music from the 90s with like modern metalcore ideas. With them, you know, they've dropped a tour so they can focus on writing for like their album, because that's how committed they are to the writing process. So I know the new album is going to be really, really good. After seeing these guys live too, holy shit, people were crying in the show. Like the crowd there was absolutely wild, and it's their first tour in Canada. When I saw them too, it was just so cool to see a sold out show, you know, for a band that's still kind of new to the scene to do that. I think it's powerful, man. Here, let's move on to some honorable mentions. I only have 3. My number 1 most anticipated release of 2023. Can you guys take a guess? Is it Worship Time? Hell yeah, it's Worship Time. Fucking Sleep Token, man. Have I realized that this is a better song over Chokehold? No, I think they're both 10s. So I mentioned it on the Rachel Reacts podcast. I think both songs are a 10. Sure, the Summoning appeals to more like the prog metal people or just metalheads in general, where I think Chokehold is more of a gateway song for people to like get introduced to metal music. I think they're both perfect. I have listened to the Summoning a little bit more, so I do like the Summoning a little bit more than Chokehold, but still, I think both songs are fucking 10s. That is why Sleep Token is at my number one. These songs, these two new songs are phenomenal. I can't stop listening to them. The last time I've listened to music this much on repeat was Aviation's Outliers, the song that was a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm very skeptical when it comes to giving something a 10, right? But I can't stop listening to these songs. I think they're both perfect in what they're trying to do. The Summoning is just a beautiful prog metal song that hits you with so many different emotions. You want to mosh, but you also want to you also kind of want to cry when the chorus hits. It's so beautiful and you want to vibe, but then you also just want to bang. Metal is sexy again, man. Metal is sexy. I seriously believe that this is what the genre has been missing. The genre has been missing some sort of sexiness to it, right? Deftones was that sexy metal band back in the day. But then Sleep Token comes in like, no, we're going to make things fucking sexy. We want you guys to have crazy hot sex to our music, pretty much. That's what they're doing, but it's working. Bad Omens is another example of a band that's doing a great job at it, but I think this is what the genre's been missing. But that being said, yeah, Sleep Token is my number one. 2023 is going to be the year of prog making a comeback and the year of sexy metal, and I am here for it.